Hey friends, hey. All right, so welcome back to my channel, Looking for a Sign. We are going to be doing whatever comes out. All right. This is just anything that comes out, what you need to know about right now. All right, we're going to be starting with Pisces placements or whatever house you have Pisces in, okay? If the message resonates, it's for you. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Check your other placements, okay? All right, Spirit, when it comes to the Pisces placements, okay. So we have beware of greed, and then beware of great pride and pay attention to your health came out together. All right, what do you need to know right now? For beware of greed. Why is beware of greed here? All right, Pisces placements, this may or may not be you. All right, it may be connected to someone you're giving to. Just take what resonates, all right? This, like I said, this could be you, or this could be somebody that you're giving to. But somebody here is not being completely honest. Here with beware of greed, this could be somebody that is selling you some type of false hope, false opportunity, or making something seem better than what it is. And you're just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and jump on this opportunity. I have spiritual block here, need to ground and detox. So I'm going to ask you, how's your intuition? Because this is coming through like this is somebody whose intuition may be blocked because they're not necessarily saging, doing spiritual baths, that kind of thing. Why spiritual block here? Why is someone has a secret? Hidden enemies. All right. This comes through like this could also be connected to an affair for some people. All right. Or somebody that you're working with is working with whatever information they're getting from somebody who they're working with doesn't have the best intention. So, you know, it doesn't matter. But beware of greed. If this is you dealing with someone, they're asking for you to be more discerning. Okay. Because if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And here with beware of greed, this doesn't mean that you're, you know, like you're a greedy person or anything, but this, I'm more so picking this up as, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Like you could be in a place in your life where you're tired of doing all the giving and you may have asked spirit, you know, hey, I'm ready for, you know, someone to pour into me, somebody to give into me, give me an opportunity, you know, I'm ready for my star to shine. And then this comes up and you kind of look at it like, you know what, well, I did ask spirit for an opportunity and to let my, you know, let me shine. And so this must be that opportunity. It's not. Use your discernment. Okay. If this is someone else, again, use your discernment. Okay. Somebody could be selling you some type, because I have idealism in reverse. This comes off to me as somebody who's making it seem like they can't see the bigger picture. You may be, you know, pouring into them and they're making it seem like they just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel without you, sort of thing. This is somebody that is taking complete advantage of your kindness, of the fact that you see so much potential in them, the fact that you're, you know, willing to jump through hoops to make something happen for them. So they're asking you to use your discernment because this is not somebody who is just trying to get on their feet. This is somebody who is trying to suck you dry. Right? Beware of great pride and pay attention to your health here. Beware of great pride. Pay attention to your health. This is all you. I mean, it could be somebody connected to you. I have divine protection, avoiding accountability, and one-sided. All right. This comes through like this is something that you've been checked out before for some of you. Some of you haven't. Just take what resonates, okay? And this could be, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you. Please go see your doctor, okay? But with beware of great pride, this is like you may have gotten checked for high blood pressure in the past, or something happened and they were like, hey, we're going to do your A1C and check, you know, your blood sugar levels, and everything was fine. Okay. So with avoiding accountability and one way, it's giving the energy that either some of the same symptoms are coming through, or it's time for you to get checked up again, or some type of checkup again. Somebody doesn't want to have to accept that they put themselves in this position. I don't know why I'm getting this, but I am getting the energy of somebody. This is an example that may have been pre-diabetic, you know, and this, I'm also hearing this could also be connected to a child. Okay. So the doctor could have told you before, you know, hey, you're pre-diabetic. You need to be careful, you know, and it's time to get another checkup done. But you've kind of gone over the symptoms and all of that, and you have some of these symptoms still. This is somebody that really doesn't want to have to hear the doctor say you went from pre-diabetic to diabetic. Because here with one way, it's given because this card says a one-sided connection or all effort is on you. So it comes through like you had the effort to change this. The power was completely on you. Avoiding accountability, the blame game, dodging the truth. Somebody doesn't want to accept because it feels like this is like someone's worst nightmare. You know, I'm not saying that it is whatever this health issue is, but this is somebody that doesn't want to accept that if they would have followed the doctor's instructions, or, you know, done what was asked of them, or been more consistent, that they probably would not be in the position that they're in. This is somebody that doesn't want to have to accept that. So I'm going to ask you to go get checked by your doctor. Yeah, egotism just came out. Isolation in reverse. Endurance. Look, I'm not diagnosing you, but this is coming out like it could be connected to your blood sugar, because with isolation, it's given, instead of you eating what you're supposed to, you are going out, going to parties, and you want to eat what everybody else is eating. You know, don't want to eat within the restrictions that you're supposed to. You know, everybody else is drinking, so you're going to be drinking. Then we have endurance, you know, it's giving the energy of, you know, well, I can, you know, eat a little bit of this or have a little bit of that. I'll be fine. I've been fine, you know, for this long. The doctor said I was pre-diabetic. The doctor didn't say I had it. Like, this is, make sure you're getting checked out. All right. Or like I said, this could be a family member. Aquarius. All right, Aquarius. So this is going to be my Aquarius placements, or the house that you have Aquarius in. A stubborn, aggressive person could be a Taurus placement. Ooh. A stubborn, aggressive person, temptation will test you. A stubborn, aggressive person. Why is a stubborn, aggressive person here? False narrative. Why do booked and busy. Rise temptation will test you here. Interesting. So, a stubborn, aggressive person, I have false narrative, twisted the truth, storytelling, booked and busy, new clients, full calendar, going viral, demand raising? What does that mean? Oh, demand to raise. Okay. A stubborn, aggressive person. Why is that here? Yes. All right, it's false narrative. Look, I have versatility and negotiation in reverse. Look, follow your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that somebody is not being completely honest about anything, okay? Only you know what this is to you. All right? There's no need to prove that you know that they're lying, okay? Because with stubborn, aggressive person, this person is only going to double down and they're going to get more upset and more aggravated because you're calling them out on their ish. You have all the information that you need. Move accordingly, okay? Why is booked and busy here for a stubborn, aggressive person? I have bluff in reverse and empathy in reverse, okay? So, I don't know why, but I do kind of get that this may be for people that have a service-based business, or I mean, it could be anything, okay? But with booked and busy, that is connected to a successful person. So if you have somebody who is trying, this is coming through like you are catching someone in a lie. I have bluff and empathy in reverse, guys, for booked and busy. Bluff is in reverse because you're calling this person's bluff. Empathy is in reverse. You don't have any empathy left to give. This person is getting upset because for some of you guys, it may not be that you have a service-based business. The way that they're showing this to me, you could be a client and your hair lady, okay? Maybe she has Aquarius placements, maybe you have Aquarius, I don't know, okay? But just pay attention because there's something that you're going to see with your own two eyes. And you may have said, you know what, if she keep being late, I'm going to just find another hair lady. Or, if this client keeps showing up late, I'm going to, fire them. And then they may tell you, oh my gosh, my Nana was in a hospital. You're really going to do this to me while my Nana is on ICU? They're not being honest with you. Okay. This is somebody who, I get the vibe that if you are the practitioner or you are the service provider, they only want to get in with you because you are successful. There's something about your name. It's a flex to say that they got their hair done by you, or it's a flex to say they got their nails done by you. But I listen, this could be a new client. Follow your intuition. I don't care if you just started and you're not successful yet. I don't care if this person is the most successful lady on the block. This could be a daycare. I don't care. This is given the energy that if this is a successful person, okay, they're not being honest. And there's just something here about them becoming aggressive. It's giving like, don't put yourself in this position, because you're going to see a side of them that you didn't know existed. Same thing for if you are the service provider. It's still giving an energy of you may be trying to book new clients or get your calendar or whatever full. And, you really want to work with this person because you don't want to lose people. Listen, the way that it's coming through, that there's no talking to them, there's no negotiating with them, they're an aggressive person. No. Okay. Just no. Also, I don't know why this just came up too. If you are a service provider or you're trying to do something with the side business, Do not sell any type of exaggerated stories or exaggerated promises. Do not promise more than what you can deliver, or, claim, that you can get it done in like an hour. Because there's something here about somebody calling your bluff. And when it doesn't work out the way, there's no negotiating with this person. There's no talking them down. This is somebody that's going to get aggressive and stand on business. And it just gives a vibe of like, you don't need that right now. Temptation will test you. Temptation will test you. All right. We have the old identity is cracking and micro decision. All right. So this gives the energy of you are shifting in some type of way. Okay. I just heard, wherever your placement is, or whatever house you have Aquarius in. All right. You're going to find that the old comfort zone or the old identity may be trying to sneak its way back in, but with micro decision, that is a small decision that makes a huge shift. So something may be coming in to tempt you, but should you make the right decision with old identity cracking, ego death, making room for time shift, you're going to see how things rapidly change in your favor, I feel. Resourcefulness. This could be with money, time. Vision in reverse, you don't see it. It's almost like you're just struggling to make a different decision just because you don't want to be the person that you were. Resistance, yes. Okay. Oh, yeah. So make sure that you are, because I have fortune in reverse on top of resistance. Okay. So if you do make the decision that you are intuitively guided to make, okay? Because should you go in a different direction, it's giving like you'll have to shift all over again. All right. One small decision can set you back way further than what even you would expect at this point. All right. Oh. All right. Capricorn placements. Capricorn placements, or whatever house you have Capricorn in. Can you tell me what is coming out for them? Someone you know is undependable and insincere. That's funny. Oh, because I literally just heard, no, they're not. Like almost like a whisper. Okay. Great passion. Who y'all passionate about? You can tell me. I keep a secret, okay? I love being a good secret. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. I know you lying. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Great passion. Let me find out that y'all doing some type of glamour magic or affirmation rituals, because it's working. Ooh. Future self is guiding you. I like it. So someone you know is undependable and insincere. I have break needed, boundaries, mass nice. What does that mean? Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Break needed. Break needed. Why is this here? Speculation. I'm telling you, I know what I heard. I heard a like almost in a whisper, no, they're not. Or like, yes, they are. Because you have someone you know is undependable and insincere. Why is math nice here? Because that's you. All right, so listen, there may be somebody that you feel like is acting weird towards you and they probably need some space. We have speculation here. So you may be feeling like you can't depend on somebody or somebody is not going to come through for you or just whatever it is. I have restlessness in reverse. All right. Stop being passive aggressive if that's you, okay? Or if you're trying to find a way to have a conversation with this person. I have speculation here. Exaltation. It's not what you think it is. All right. It's really not. You may think somebody needs space or needs a break. It's not that at all. It looks like this person is just really focused on some type of goal or something that they're trying to achieve. It's really not personal. So spirit is asking you to have a conversation versus taking it personal. Mass, nice, restlessness in reverse. Drama, exactly. You may be already like, oh, I don't want to deal with the drama. I'm just, spirit is like, before you start assuming the worst, have a conversation with this person because you may be stressing yourself out over nothing. So we have great passion, spoken word, word magic, affirmation ritual. Future self is guiding you. Oh, I love that. All right. Why is spoken word here for great passion? Independence. Power. I love that. This is coming out like there is power behind your individual words. There are power in your presence. If you've been doing some type of glamour magic, word magic, affirmation ritual, and you've been saying it with conviction and passion, watch how things are shifting because it's working. Future self is guiding you. Isolation. Okay, isolation being in reverse with future self is guiding you. It's giving me the energy of there's a merging, okay? Meaning that you are connecting with your higher self. It's not like there's this merging where you're starting to become one with your higher self as far as connecting with it and moving based off of what you're hearing and connecting with, your higher self, yourself that's in the 5D and your 3D self, like you that's here. I don't know how to explain it. They just keep showing me like this merging that's happening. Okay. So it's not just you acting in the 3D. You're moving from a place of the 5D as well. That's awesome. Health. Yeah. Because that card talks about nurturing yourself and nutrients, nurturing yourself, giving yourself what it needs. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you are definitely making positive changes. But I don't even feel like you realize you're making these changes. You may be trying to just change certain things in your life and just move a certain kind of way. You may not even realize just how powerful what you're doing on a daily basis or what ritual you're doing on a daily basis is actually having a positive effect in your life at the moment. Oh, you. All right, so we have Sagittarius. Sagittarius placement, or the house that you have Sagittarius in. We have persevere, and you will overcome problems, and you will be playing a different role. Okay. Persevere, and you will overcome problems. Secret work opportunity. Lies between you. Miscommunication cover up. You will be playing a different role. Not you pulling a you or pulling a them on them, because we have intimidated by you and emotionally unavailable for you will be playing a different role. So persevere and you will overcome problems. We have secret work opportunity lies between you two. I feel like with persevere and you will overcome problems, there's something that, because this card says miscommunication and cover up. There's something that you're not saying in order to keep the peace or to keep things a certain way. What is secret work opportunity here for persevering and overcome problems? Secrets. I'm gonna clarify that with tarot. Lies between you. Quarrel in reverse. Birth. What the hell that mean? Which honestly, what I'm picking up with quarrel in reverse and birth upright, whatever miscommunication and cover up that's happening, something new is coming from that. Something that it's like, I just heard irrefuted. What does that mean? All right, anyway. Secrets. Clarify secrets for me, please. Five of Swords in reverse, and I have quarrel in reverse. They're not telling me. I have the Queen of Cups and I have the Moon. All right. So what this looks like to me is with secret work opportunity, it says there's a new offer coming and behind the scenes. Okay. This is making me feel like they do not want you to, if you know something, if this is a situation at work and you know something, you're not supposed to say anything. This is a situation that's going to work itself out. They're already working, they're already working behind the scenes. Follow your intuition. I am talking to Sagittarius placements that have a very strong intuition. All right. Your intuition is absolutely correct about this situation. You are picking it up right. You are seeing it correctly. Okay. They don't want you to get in the middle and fight about it. It's because it's not your fight. Lies between you. Quarrel in reverse and birth. Why is that here? I feel like something's going to get cleared up that can't be refuted. I have Three of Cups and Justice. So again, it's not giving me details. All I know is that they want you to not get in the middle of something. You may have the answers or you may have extra info and you may be wanting to say something, or you may want to give your 2 cents. Mind your business. This is a situation that's going to work itself out. You don't know this yet, but there are already people behind the scenes that are piecing things together. Whatever this is, okay, it's just important that you not be a part of it. I don't know why. I don't know if they just don't want you in the middle of whatever, but you know what you know. You have like a good, decent part of this, the answers to something or whatever, but it's giving like there's an investigation. There's something going on behind the scenes. Don't get in the middle of it. And for some of you guys, it's connected to somebody who did you kind of grimy. And so let spirit take care of it, because it's kind of like you getting karma without having to get your hands dirty. Emotionally unavailable for you would be playing a different role. Okay. Intimidated by you, would be playing a different role. Whoever you're dealing with, this is same song, different day. This is somebody that treats you, because I have friendship here too. This is somebody that treats you some type of way, but then they need you, okay? Or they need you to pour into them, all right? For whoever this is with health here, but I have emotionally unavailable, you give someone life, you give someone energy, like whether it's good or bad, like they draw energy or power off of you. You may know this. That's why you're playing a different role. You are no longer feeding this relationship, this friendship, none of that. Intimidated by you, I have resistance in reverse and originality in reverse. All right. I feel like, because this card says sees you as a threat in secret competition, resistance in reverse and originality in reverse, you're no longer afraid to just be who you are. You're no longer afraid to, call somebody else. So you will be playing a different role. There may be a time that in whatever situation this is, you may have tried to give someone grace and mercy and be like, well, they weren't raised like this, or, they're going through this, that, and the third, and whatever. And somebody really took that as, they could play with you. If you get an intuitive feeling like you need to pop out and show folks you're not the one, go with that. That's your new role. You're supposed to be playing that role now. Congratulations, friend. Especially if you was being humble for a long time and they didn't realize, like, I'm humble by choice, homie. I'm not. Don't play with me. Pop out and show folks, okay? All right, Scorpio. Scorpio placements or the house that you have Scorpio in. Scorpio placements or the house. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Oh, that's too many. Someone is undependable and insincere. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Something is unfolding the way it's supposed to. Something is falling apart because it is supposed to fall apart. If you're trying to save something, you can't. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Someone you know is independable and insincere, but that may be changing. So over here, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I have lies between you, dishonesty, miscommunication, cover up. Future self is guiding you. A decision made from your future self, and someone has a secret, a double life, a hidden lover. Lie or holding back information. So unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Somebody is going to stand 10 toes down on some BS. With your future self is guiding you, I get an energy of you realizing it was supposed to be this way. I just don't know why, so we're going to find out why. Do one more shuffle, because that was ugly. Oh, no. Resistance in my car, y'all may be. It really gives y'all may be holding 10 toes down until you see the actual proof in front of your face. All right, why is lies between you here? Independence. I get it. Future self. Ooh, choice. Adapt. Listen, I know exactly what this is. I was right the first time. Lies between you. You are not, look, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. You may have given somebody an opportunity to do something, to handle something differently, move a little different. And with independence, you're like, I'm gonna just take care of this myself. I'm just gonna heal myself. I try to talk to this person act, trying to gaslight me, acting like they don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. I'll just heal myself. This person doesn't want to help me with this resume. That's fine. I'll figure it out myself. With future self guiding you, I have choice and adaptability. Okay. You are choosing to move from a place from your future self, like you're trying to adapt to a higher timeline. You are no longer asking somebody to come with you. You have already accepted, you know what, everybody can't go. All right. And it doesn't even have to be a person. This unsuccessful outcome to a problem, the problem could be that you were stuck in a comfort zone that you just kept refusing to leave. All right. Well, that's getting ready to change, because here with independence, you're no longer like wanting some type of like comfort or, I want to do this with someone. Like, this is an energy of like, I'm trying to transform and do what I need to do. And I'm cool with doing this on my own. If everybody doesn't understand, then that's fine. I'm gonna leave it broken. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. I'm no longer explaining to anybody why I'm moving this way, trying to make people feel okay with some transformation or what. I'm not doing that no more. Someone has a secret. I think you are the secret, but I don't know. Someone has a secret. Domination. Status upright. Oh my God. All right. I'm telling you, I'm getting two things. All right. For some of you guys, you are going through some type of transformation and you are no longer asking people to come with you. You are no longer trying to make it comfortable, more comfortable or more easy to digest for the people around you. You're at a place now where you just don't give a damn. This is what it is. This is what it's not. You're moving from a place of your higher self. You're adapting. You're accepting what your purpose is, or you're accepting some type of direction that you know that you need to be moving in. And that's the end of that. All right. Someone has a secret or double life. You're not letting this rule you anymore. Like, I feel like whatever your purpose is, or whatever you've been working on, a project or something that you've been doing, domination is in reverse. So you're no longer hiding it. You're no longer, power struggles with people's status. You are standing in your power. You are owning it. You don't have a secret anymore. It's what it is. All right. For others of you guys, lies between you. Somebody here wants to be single. They want to be on their own. It's either you or someone else. They don't know how to tell you, or you don't know how to tell them. All right. Future self is guiding you. I have choice and adaptability. Somebody is trying to adapt to a life that does not include the other person. And that's just what it is. All right. Someone has a secret or a double life. Somebody no longer wants to be like a people pleaser. Somebody is in a relationship or some type of partnership or something because of the status, the way that it looks. But there's a lot of power struggles, and there's a lot of struggles to keep up this facade. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Somebody is like, I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I'm no longer concerned about trying to keep up looks or trying to make this work because of the status or because, what it looks like or whatever. Somebody is ready to break free and no longer let their status or what people think about them being single or being single again or going through some type of divorce or something. Somebody is no longer worried about that. They're not being controlled or ruled by their status or lack thereof. All right. Good for you. That's you. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. We have watching you. Social media stalker, curious about you. Why is this here? Lost. Somebody lost you. And this is somebody that you saw or still see as independable and insincere. And now they're trying to see what you up to. Now they feel like flirtations in reverse. They don't have access to you anymore. This is somebody that can't even flirt with the idea of getting close to you because they've either been blocked or the only way that they can view you is through a social media profile or through like a third party. They can't connect with you directly. Dang. Protection. And convention is in reverse. Somebody has to go through a different route to get a hold of you. Somebody can't go through the normal way to get a hold of you because I have phone call message, breaking no contact, incoming communication, and a needed talk. Why is that here for the Scorpio placements? Acquisition. Acquisition talks about somebody that is focused on their money. They're getting their money. Everything is all good. But you know what? Sometimes you may have to do things that other people don't like. So it may not make you popular. Okay. That's what that card's about. People may not be accepting of, how you make your money or, what you're doing with your money. The lifestyle that you live, it may not make you popular. Doing the right thing may not make you popular. So somebody may be thinking about reaching out to you. Why is acquisition here? I don't just want to assume. The Hierophant. The Moon. Again, like I said, this could be somebody you were married to or somebody that just wants to they want to do this in a traditional way. They know that you are smart. They know that you are wise. For some of you guys, you are spiritually connected there. With the Moon card, they already know you don't play. You have a strong intuition. The Hermit is in reverse. I don't feel like it's giving me a clear answer, and that's okay. But I do get an energy of somebody who wants to be on good terms with you. I don't know if it's directly a apology, but it is giving, it's not just an apology and then move on with our lives. This is somebody that wants to stay in contact with you. It may be a needed conversation. This is somebody with the Hierophant with the Hermit in reverse. It gives somebody that's been stalking in the shadows. They don't want to be in the shadows anymore. They don't want to be on the outside looking in. They want access to you again. They want to be cool with you again. They want y'all to, y'all, only you know who this is. Okay. All right, Libra placements. My Libra placement. Libra placements. What's going on with these Libra placements? I'm going to take it because they hit the table first. I normally don't take cards that on floor. What does it say? Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Okay. Not bad. Oh, let me do this one first. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Success assured with good plans and hard work. Watching you. You may have Scorpio placements. If you do, go ahead and check that out. Someone has a secret life that keeps coming out. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. right. Success assured with good plans and hard work. We have watching you and someone has a secret. I feel like you're the one who has a secret. You may know that you have people watching you, so you may be very particular about what you're posting online or how you're showing up online. But I do feel like there's something that may end up being successful because this card says double life, lie or holding back information. So if you're not wanting people to see just how successful you are, you may not have a choice. Watching you for success assured with plans of friendship. Somebody wants to be, I really feel like y'all got people that are checking up on you, trying to see what you have going on because you don't never post anything or they don't know what's going on with you. They still want to be friends. They still want to be cool. Riches. Riches. Like I said, you guys may not want to post how good you're doing because I feel like things are going to start, money is coming through. People are going to they're going to end up watching you be successful. Someone has a secret. Again, I think you're the secret person with the double life. Really? I got enterprise, inheritance, and adaptability. Look, I don't take cards that fall on the floor. This one didn't fall. Well, it has excitement, but we're gonna, where's the other card? Oh, it fell down. That's crazy. Look, someone has a secret. Look, you may not want people to know how successful you are, but they're gonna end up seeing it. All right. With adaptability, they just gonna have to get used to it. Inheritance. You are with inheritance. This could actually be an inheritance, but I feel like this is something that's owed to you because of your hard work. You have been putting in the work that people don't see. People don't necessarily know. That's the reason why it's hidden. It's secret. They don't know about the work and everything that you've been doing. Enterprise. This could be connected to like your own business or something that you have going on the side. But either way it goes, it's like the jig is up. People about to know that, you got a little coins, okay, that you doing good. So we have deep personal strength and peace that assure success, false narrative, drama. Look, I really feel it's connected to that other card. You got people that, spread a false narrative of you, made it seem like, you either ain't got nothing going on or whatever you have going on ain't nothing, and now people are looking at them crazy, like, why are you making stuff up? Because that's not true. I was just on Libra Placements page and they're doing good. Endurance. Domination. So I'm telling you, whoever it is that's making it seem like you just, you're just weak and you just want to live off somebody, that you don't never keep a good job, that, you ain't got nothing going for yourself and whatever. Because this card says twisting the truth, storytelling, or leaving parts of a story out. Yeah, well, they about to get caught. People about to start looking at them like they're a little bit crazy. Deep personal strength and peace that assures success. Your ability to keep a level head and still continue working on the stuff you need to be working on is how you're going to get here if you're not here already. And then we have, really? Oh my goodness. All right. And then we have money coming in slowly, progress delayed, and patience needed. But this says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So like I said, you being calm, peaceful, focus on whatever you got to focus on. Charity is in reverse. Nothing was handed to you. Nothing was given to you. You got it out the mud and you did it on your own. And there's nothing that anybody can say that you just, I don't even care if somebody helped you at one time. Somebody wants to spin the narrative that you would never be where you're at right now if it wasn't for them. And guess what? The way that this is coming off where people can actually see You know, you've been at something for a long time, you know, even if they didn't know they don't know the true like pain, sorrow, blood, sweat, tears. Yeah, it was never handed to you. Originality. I rest my case. Okay. You you did what you needed to do to make this happen. And somebody wants to make it seem like, oh, well, they had people helping them. Their parents helped them. I gave them a few dollars out one time. That's not how people are going to view it. And that's also how you get your success, or you get your vindication in the situation. You don't even have to say anything. So even though you may want to keep it, you know, your success quiet, you don't want people in your business and all of that, that don't even matter. A little bit of this has to come out because somebody needs to know, listen, one clown don't stop no show. Okay. Your audacity. All right. All right, Virgo placements or whatever house you have Virgo in. What is going on with my Virgo placements or whatever house you have Virgo in? Wish will not be granted. We have you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I love that for you. Wish will not be, oh, why do I always keep picking these up? Wish will not be granted. Why is this here? Wish will not be granted. Why is this here? Secret work opportunity. Fake apology. I know what that is. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I don't know. I'm so take it. All right. Wish will not be granted. Secret work opportunity. It says behind the scenes and new offer coming in. Fake apology, a guilt trap manipulation. Okay. If somebody is telling you, like you're trying to find another job or something, and somebody's telling you, oh, I got you. I could put you, you know, on game. I can, you know, help you out with that, you know, blah, blah, blah. It may not end up happening. And whatever excuse or whatever that they use, just know it feels like manipulation. I don't feel like it's real. I also feel like with wish will not be granted. I feel like for some of you guys, if you're trying to apply for a certain position, or you're trying to switch from like day shift to night shift or something, somebody may be making it seem like, oh, you know, we totally can't. I wish we could. Your intuition is correct. They're full of crap. Work opportunity. Oh. Work opportunity. Friendship. And this may be somebody you was cool with. Fortune, I am going to clarify that. Again, fortune could be more hours, okay, or that job, or that opportunity. Fake apology incoming. Power. Caution. Look, somebody, be careful of somebody trying to manipulate you, like, because this is giving somebody who is, there's a power struggle. All right. Somebody may know that you know that they're full of crap, and somebody may be trying to balance out the playing field by trying to manipulate you or trying to take you off of their, you know, off their scent. They don't want you to know that, you know, whatever you're feeling is accurate. Why is fortune here for a secret work opportunity? This fails? Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I listened to my intuition and clarified this. Oh. Why the Three of Swords? Why the Three of Swords in reverse for fortune? All right, listen. All right, this is not for everybody. Take what resonates. If you know that there is someone who's trying to block an opportunity or something for you, at work or just whatever, take what resonates. You know what side you're on. It looks like even if you don't get okay, so for example, let's say you don't get the hours that you want, right? And you're like, man, that really sucks. I really wanted those hours. I'm not getting these hours or, whatever. But with friendship, the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Cups, you still end up getting what you want because there may be coworkers and people that you work with that are calling out, they're getting sick, and you're like, oh, I could take those hours. I could take those hours too. Oh, I got you. So it's like their wish isn't granted either. There's a loophole here. So it's like they're trying to play you by not giving you the hours. You still end up being able to pick up hours. That's, an example. Your friend, may not be able to put you on with this company, but you submit your resume, ends up going through, the algorithm anyway, and they end up bringing you in for an interview. All right. Power and caution. Seven of Swords again. So whoever's apologizing to you and stuff, be careful who you're talking to. Be careful who you're friends with, especially at work, because everybody is not your friend. All right. And with that manipulation card, somebody may be trying to guilt trip you because it's giving, they know that you don't have a soft spot for them anymore, or they know that you are catching on to their bull crap. So they're trying to apologize to make you feel as though they're not a red flag anymore, because caution is there. So be cautious about somebody coming in with some type of fake apology because wish will not be granted. Don't believe it. Whatever they're trying to accomplish, I'm so sorry I couldn't put you on the schedule because don't fall for that. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So I have ancestor spirit messages ignored, testing season, jealous coworker. Ironic how that came up. All right. Ancestor messages ignored. I honestly don't feel like they're ignored. Principle in riches. Listen, I do not feel like they're ignored anymore. There may be a time period where they were ignored and you were, trying to figure out the lesson principle, the lesson, why does this keep happening? Okay. What riches here, riches are something that are of worth. I don't know how else to put it, So it's like these messages that your ancestors in spirit are giving to you, there's something about them that you're going to start to feel like, because with principle here, it's giving like there's something to this. There's something to this message they're giving me. There's something to why I keep seeing these signs or having these dreams. But riches, oh, they're worthy or not worthy. They're of value. Thank you, Spirit. They're of value. Okay. So you're going to start realizing that, hey, that's just not random anxiety. Like the Spirit is this sign is not, I'm not just seeing 444 for no reason. 444 for, the fourth house, that's family, that's ancestors, right? That's 4 walls to a house, that's Spirit letting you know that, look, that's stability. That's Spirit letting you know there's stability, there's protection, family, right? Testing season. Isolation. You're being tested by the people around you. Don't trust nobody. I mean, I don't know how else to say that, but I do feel like you're figuring that out. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. It is time to be by yourself. Or, not exactly by yourself, but you can't trust nobody. So don't. Testing season. Influences in reverse. I try to tell you, okay? Don't trust anybody. Somebody wants you under their influence. Make them believe that they do, but don't say anything. Keep your mouth closed. We have jealous coworker. Jealous coworker. Status. Oh, wow. Publicity. And I was just thinking that, look, somebody has a big problem with either how big you're becoming on social media, that you have a presence or something on social media, or that you have, you're well known for something in the public. It doesn't have to be social media. You could be well known. I don't know. You could be well known at, thank you. You could be well known at your nail shop for always getting these unique nails, okay, with the matching toes. Always coming up with the most unique designs with the matching toes. Somebody here is jealous of the status that you have. And this looks like someone that has more status than you technically, or they have a higher title than you at your job or around you. All right. But in another atmosphere where they want to be seen, you have a higher status than them. All right. This is also giving me the energy of somebody who doesn't like that other people ask about you. All right. The higher ups could be coming in for something, asking about you. Here with achievement, there's something you could have achieved. Maybe you lost weight. Maybe you gained weight. Maybe you just got another car, or maybe you just bought your first house. There's some type of achievement outside of work that you've achieved, that you have somebody at work that is feeling some type of way towards you. So stop telling people your business. Your ancestors are on point. They are giving you the correct advice. All right. It feels like it would be who you would least expect, or like it could even be like the one person that you still deal with or still trust, right? But if you feel like, I'm being tested and I just need to be by myself, you're absolutely correct. Or like stay to myself, you're absolutely correct. All right. All right. All right, Leo placements, or the house that you have Leo in. Leo placement or the house. Happiness, love and happiness. I hate that song, but every barbecue I've ever been to when I was younger or as a kid, it was playing. All right, we have happiness here for the Leo placements. Tell me more about happiness here for the Leo placements. Happiness. Happiness. Happiness here for the Leo placements. Network shifting. Toxic positivity. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Oh, okay. Network shifting, happiness. Old ties fall. New connections, outgrowing past people, toxic positivity, masking the truth, avoiding beating around the bush. This is giving an energy of if you stop holding on to what you know that you have outgrown or what you know no longer fits in your life, and stop trying to convince yourself that, but I just won't deal with them every day. Or I know that my body is telling me that I'm allergic to oranges, but I love orange juice. So I only have 2 cups instead of 1 cup. You listen, whatever this is tied to your happiness. So you trying to pretend that it doesn't itch that bad if I only drink 1 cup of orange juice is bullcrap. You lying to yourself because you don't want to give up orange juice. Drink Tang. I'm just kidding. Tang is tangy. All right, we have network shifting. Discovery. Like I said, you are discovering that there are certain people that you have to let go or things that you've outgrown, because it is tied to whatever this is tied to your happiness. It's either harder to stay happy, harder to find happiness, something along those lines. Network shifting. Risk in reverse and authority. It is too expensive now. Something is taking your power. You've outgrown something and now it's not there. There's no growth. You've reached the ceiling. Okay. Toxic positivity. Why is that here? Independence. Speculation. Like I said, you are trying to come up with ways of independence, how you can still do this and still be free. You can't. Speculation. You're going to speculate every which way of how you can keep this thing in your life or keep this thing around and still have what you want. Restlessness is not going to work. There is something that you need to let go of. You will already know what it is. All right. Rather it's a person, rather it's a job, rather it's a comfort zone, rather it's you just found out that gluten is making you sick. And you're like, but I love gluten bread. Gluten-free bread is so gross. Well, maybe I could just have 1 piece of toast. You can. And you're going to have the bubble guts or constipation or whatever y'all have when y'all eat gluten. It does not resonate with the new timeline you on, friend. There's just no other way. There's just no other way to accept it. Okay. Persevere and you will overcome problems. I feel like these are tied to each other. They don't have to be, though. We have false narrative, storytelling, leaving parts of the story out. Your energy is unprotected. A cleanse is needed. Persevere and you will overcome a problem. I hope that's not what you're telling yourself, but that's kind of what it looks like. You may be telling yourself that this too shall pass. I'm so resilient and I can make this work. Or you could have someone who's telling you that, and they're not telling you that the doctor told them that it's going to mess their body up if they eat gluten. With unprotected here, sometimes when we don't want to accept something, we also don't want to put boundaries or protection in place, because in order to do that, that means in some shape, form, or fashion, we are accepting the danger of something. So if you are convincing yourself, I can ride a bike, I'm not going to get hurt. I know how to ride a bike. Like, I'm good. I know how to ride a bike. If I told you, you need to put a helmet on in case you fall, I don't need that helmet because I ain't going to fall because I know how to ride a bike. Like, you don't want to accept that you need to wear a helmet. Why? Because if I put that helmet on, I might as well be saying I'm getting ready to fall on the ground. And you don't want to have to accept that. False narrative. Affair. So persevere and you will overcome problems. False narrative. If this is an affair, because the way I look at this card sometimes, this could be affair. You could have a love affair with gluten. You could have a love affair with your toxic nail lady. Okay? With your narcissistic barber. All right? Affair doesn't have to be 2 people. However, if it is, persevere and you will overcome problems. If you keep telling yourself that you can have this affair and still keep everything in your life or move a certain type of way. For some of you guys, this honestly is coming through like somebody here may be telling themselves that they can get over an affair. Like somebody had an affair and, oh, we can make it through this, even though, you know, I don't think I can, because every time I look at them, I'm disgusted looking at them like Rihanna was looking at Chris Brown at that basketball game. You know? False narrative. Appreciation. There's no other way for you to look at this and still feel like, you know what? This happened to us because God just wanted to test us and make our bond stronger. Okay, false narrative, if that's what you keep telling yourself. The only reason why God had me with this gluten allergy all of a sudden, when God knows I love gluten bread and I do not like gluten-free bread, is because God wants me to figure out a new way to eat bread. That's not what this is saying. That may be for someone, but that's with false narrative. You just telling yourself that I can still have this affair and I can heal from this and move on. This says you're not going to get over it until you move on, because this person plays in your face. Your energy is unprotected. Friendship. Flirtation. Stop telling people your business. Stop telling people your business. I hate to say this, but if this is an affair situation, this is coming out like you may have told the enemy. You may either you're telling the enemy your business or you told the enemy your business. Because with unprotected, you should have been protecting your union, you know, and I'm not blaming you if this resonates with you, but this is somebody that it left their union unprotected because they were talking to somebody that they thought was their friend. Or with your energy is unprotected, friendship and flirtation. Somebody could have literally been flirting with a friend that turned into something sexual and there was no protection that was used. Persevere and you will overcome problems. Like I said before, if this is a situation where somebody is like, you know what? This happened to us so that we can get over this. We can make this happen, until you find out that they didn't use any protection. And then it's like, you know what? I thought I could, but I'm not. False narrative. Now you know I can't. Persevere. You will overcome this problem. If you persevere, because maybe you're afraid to break up with this person, you're afraid to move on, or this is just a friend who backstabbed you and you're trying to convince yourself that this is still a good friend or still a good person. With persevere, you will overcome problems. If you're afraid to be single, or you're just afraid to, you know, be independent from this person, okay, if you're afraid of what people will think of you if they know, look, you'll get through it. You will persevere. You will get through it. But you're not going to get through it giving yourself a false narrative of how this is the best thing that could have ever happened. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying in the spread that I just pulled out, that's how it came out. If that don't apply to you, don't take it. That's what we mean by take what resonates. Resonates means, oh, I identified with that. You keep it. If you don't identify, ooh, SJ, none of that is going on in my life, then give it back. Leave the rest. Okay? All right. Cancer placements. All right. Cancer placements. Cancer placements. Ooh, I like, ooh. Let me hold $1. We got peer to prosperity and abundance and climbing towards success. Peer to prosperity and abundance. Why is this here? Period of prosperity and abundance. I like that. Climbing towards success. I like this. Peer to prosperity and abundance. We have one-sided connection. All efforts on you. New aligned connections. Okay. Nobody helped you with this. This is a situation that you got out the mud. Okay. Peer to prosperity and abundance. You have been working really hard on something and you're about to see the fruits of your labor happen. I do feel like with the line connections, whatever this prosperity and abundance is, it's not just money. It comes with a new soul tribe or new people that you connect with, new opportunities. One way. Domination. One way. Achievement. Exactly. You have put the power in. You have led this. You have done this. Nobody did this for you. Nobody helped you with this. New aligned connections. Lust and inspiration. Be careful of the people that come around, even in, with these new connections, because some of these people, they are inspired by what you have. They are inspired by your go-getter spirit. They are inspired by what you managed to accomplish without anyone. Okay. And they are inspired to become a part of your inner circle for their own particular reasons. So you're being asked to use discernment. Climbing towards success. Someone's in love. Convention. Endurance. Family secrets. Intuition. All right. With someone's in love, we have Capricorn, Venus with convention. I mean, that's somebody who's doing it the right way, right? This is somebody who's going about something the right way. They're, doing something the traditional way. Endurance. Okay. So this could be a situation with climbing towards success. This is somebody that you could end up being connected to that is making it seem like, you know what, I got it out the mud. I totally get it. I am climbing towards success and making things happen, right? And then they run into you and they're wanting to have some type of connection with you. It looks long lasting. It looks like it could work. Family secret. We just talked about this over here. I think these are connected because I have intuition, organization, and friendship. Somebody is trying to use you as an access point to some type of success. For some of you, I get an energy of if your intuition is telling you that a family member is trying to prevent you from being more successful, you are correct. For some of you, you have a family member that wants you to work with them, or they're trying to free up your time so that you have more time to organize things around the house or do things around the house. I don't know. But just be careful because y'all got people here who are seeing you to the gateway to success. And you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, like I love the mindset of these people, on this new level that I've shifted into, or, this new position, this new job or whatever. But be careful because the people over here, they may do a little twerk, to get to the top. And they may see you as somebody that being connected to you can make some moves happen. Okay. Or at least get them in the door, I heard. Gemini placements. All right, Gemini placements. What do we have for the Gemini placements? I'll take these two because they came out together. We have temporary situation, and these two came out together. You will be shown the way. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. So you will be shown the way. Someone is trying to come in between you and something you want. Someone is trying to come in between you and something that you want. Someone has a secret. Someone's trying to. Secret work opportunity. Oh, they said one more. Secret work opportunity. Nervous system overload, survival mode. I strongly pick up that you are. I feel like you're trying to either. I feel like this survival mode is more so coming from you trying to not think negatively and trying to quiet down your intuition while your intuition is trying to tell you you in danger, girl. Oh boy. You will be shown the way. Someone has a secret. Why is I here? Restlessness. Exactly. You know that someone is being weird. Something's off. You know it's off. Secret work opportunity. Behind the scenes, new offer coming. Achievement. You're not wrong. Somebody is trying to hold you. Discrimination in reverse. I'm telling you, somebody doesn't want you to move on to a different job, a different certification, or something. Somebody's trying to make it seem like they're happy for you, while meanwhile, they're not trying to release you to another department or another job. But this may be somebody you like, and you're really not trying to believe that this person who works so hard to help you is really trying to be in the way. Nervous system overload. Ostentation is in reverse. This is connected to money and doing what you need to do. Why do I always feel like? But it's not what's popular. It's not. If this card appears in a reading to a response to a question concerning possessions or finances, it indicates a steady and continuous improvement with a strong application to duty and responsibilities. It is significant of the ostentation card that although one may be doing the right thing in the terms of ambition and economics, it may not make the questioner very popular. Listen, it's in reverse. So what it's giving me is it's giving you may be trying to do everything that you can at this job to let these people know, look, I'm going to do the best job I can until you guys can let me go or whatever it is. But these people are stressing you out on purpose. And you may not want to believe that they are trying to stress you out or, they are because it's giving this person helped me get this position or this person is the one that told me about it. So you may be doing everything that you can to set yourself up for success. All right. But with that card coming in reverse, that's letting me know you may be doing too much and you're putting yourself into survival mode. So it's pretty much saying don't do too much. Like it's the fact that you adapted things so well and the fact that you're so talented in so many areas with discrimination in reverse and achievement for secret work opportunity. There may be talents and skills that this particular job didn't even know that you had or were capable of. And now that you've been kind of, practicing or, tapping back in, now they realize like, oh my gosh, like, because I'm hearing triple threat, like you may have certain certifications or certain things that like now it's a problem. Look, do not stress yourself out. Do not overwork yourself to prove your worth. Your worth has been proven. You may not even know that these people even know about all your certifications and know all of what you can do. Do not stress yourself out trying to prove nothing to nobody because they already know it. Okay? And don't feel like you have to prove because they could even tell you, well, if you can show us, that you're a good fit after 60 days, we'll let you stay. You don't have to go above and beyond. These people already know that you're a good fit. Why is temporary situation here? Unexpected expense. Misalignment. Look, you may be expecting for something to cost more than what it is. And again, you're stressing yourself out for no reason. You may be stressing yourself out because you don't know if you're going to be able to keep a job or transition into a job, or if they're going to rescind the order. I haven't heard any offer because I haven't heard anything. It looks temporary, especially if you're having to stay with somebody for a short amount of time. Unexpected expertise or expense. Manipulation. Optimism. You're psyching yourself out for no reason. Something is not going to cost as much as you think it is, or something is not going to affect you financially in a negative way like you're already thinking it might. Misalignment. Detachment. Organization. Spirit wants you to detach from this. Do not overthink. All right. Let this situation unfold naturally. Go with the flow of things. Don't try to control it. Don't try to not control it. All right. Just let things unfold the way they are. This situation is temporary. All right. All right, Taurus placements. Whatever house you have Taurus in. Taurus placement. Okay. I'm just going to take these two because they were the only ones that flipped over. And plus, I felt guided to. I have beware of greed and happiness and well-being. Beware of greed. Spiritual block. They want your life. So it's not you that's greedy. I feel like there's somebody who is trying to affect your life. They could be trying to destiny swap, okay? But continue doing your spiritual protection and grounding yourself. Happiness and well-being. Scam alert deception, energy vampire. Reputation attack. I really get a strong feeling, hidden enemies. I really get a strong feeling. I just have a strong feeling that they want revenge. I'm telling you, your happiness and well-being is triggering somebody, but whatever they're trying to do, I really don't feel like it's going to work out. They should probably stop while they were ahead. All right, spiritual block. What is spiritual block here? Discovery, exactly. You may be discovering where your protection leak is, okay? You may, because I feel like you either get an intuitive hit or a dream or some type of like random vision. And again, it looks like a spiritual block. Well, it says spiritual block, where you're going to discover where maybe it's your house, maybe it's your energy, but there's somewhere where you have some type of spiritual leak in your protection. I have defense in reverse. So like I said, you're going to discover where you have a leak in your protection. I feel like you will be fixing it. But I feel like, I don't know why, but intuitively I get that's where the greed is. You're going to figure out where the spiritual leak is before somebody gets a chance to like destiny swap or affect your life in some way, or especially if you did a cord cutting with someone, they're trying to find their way back in. This almost enrages someone because this card says they want your life, envy, comparison, and copycat. they're going to realize it's not working because you're continuing to get successful, you're getting healthier, you get finer. Okay. So it's really going to bother, it's going to make them almost hungry for some type of result. They want to make sure something's working. They want your life. Why is they want your life here? Excitement. People are weird. Egotism. What did I tell you? They're going to be excited until it's not going to work. Because you're going to find that leak and close it right up. That was a fair, by the way. Submission. It's almost like I'm a psychic or something. Yeah. So like I said, somebody is going to get really agitated because their excitement don't last long. Once they realize like things are still happening for you, they're having to submit because they're wasting time, money, energy, because you're just getting finer. You're just getting more successful. You just get more money. Happiness and well-being. You could have, and that card is by the sun. You could have Leo in your chart or be dealing with the Leo placement. Scam alert, deception, fraud, energy, vampire, can't deliver what is promised. What did I just say? Reputation attack, gossip, lies, slander, happiness, and well-being. Well, it's not working. Scam alert. Why is scam alert here? Egotism, risk. You think? Yeah, not somebody risking their own ego, trying to do some type of deception because they're very triggered by you being so happy or things working out for you. Influence. What I just say? It's not going to work. Somebody is going to be influenced by your happiness and well-being to take the risk to try to energy vampire, try to deception, fraud, the outcome. Revenge. Appreciation is in reverse. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. The universe is not going to appreciate them trying to take revenge on somebody who didn't do nothing to them. They're going to want revenge because it's not going to work. Reputation attack. Reputation attack. Why is reputation attack here? Harmony. What did I just say? This isn't working. These people are trying to disrupt your harmony. It's not working. You have harmony. You have peace. You're happy. You're not bothering anybody. You're successful. Companionship. Somebody is trying to affect a relationship, people that you're friends with. They're trying to affect your partnerships, business partnerships, your business ties, platonic ties, whatever. It's not working because you are happy. You are successful. People are still buying from you. People are still hiring you. This person is weird. Endurance. It's not going to work. Your happiness and well-being is going to outlast whatever lie or whatever they done said. It's going to outlast that. It's going to have this person feeling rather stupid. That's probably why they want revenge. But appreciation is in reverse. The universe is not going to appreciate them doing that. So the universe is going to have at it. The universe is going to take it from here. People are strange. People are strange. All right. All right, Aries placements. Aries placements. These two fell on top of each other. All right. Compliments from an admirer. You will be playing a different role, and problems to be resolved came out together. So we'll do those first. You will be playing a different role, problems to be resolved. You will be playing a different role, problems to be resolved. You'll be playing a different role. Repeated cycles, but we have they want your life, envy, comparison. You're hopping on. Look, you're done trying to be nice to somebody, and I don't blame you. Compliments. Compliments from an admirer. Compliments from an admirer. Unexpected expense. Not somebody about to pay something for you. Okay. All right. You will be playing a different role, problems to be resolved. Repeat cycles. Originality. Appreciation is in reverse. It's given, same song, different day. Like, this is not even original anymore. This is not even something I can't even handle. Like, lessons unlearned, loop. You're over it. I also get an energy of frustration because you think you've already learned a particular lesson. You're not really sure why it keeps circling back. Influence. Something's going to change because you're influenced by the fact that something keeps repeating and you feel like, you know what, I have already learned this lesson, but if it keeps looping around, maybe I haven't learned this lesson. So you're going to be influenced to come up with a different choice or a different decision. They want your life, problems to be resolved. Fulfillment. Bluff. Look, if you are living some type of dream that makes your parents proud, your parents have always wanted you to be a doctor. They want your life, okay? Or your parents never grew up in a two-parent household, and you're like, you know what? I'm giving my kids a two-parent household. With problems to be resolved, fulfillment, and bluff, I feel like you are coming to terms with the fact that you cannot allow, no matter how happy it makes them or how happy you think it makes them, you cannot live out your parents' dream for them. Or maybe it's a sibling, or maybe you just feel, like you're the first person in your family to get a college degree. So I need to get a job that is connected to my degree because I'm the first person with a college degree. So I have to make X amount of money. There's something that you're realizing that you cannot live for these people because you're realizing it's whatever the cycle is, because it's going to be different for everyone. It's repeating some type of cycle in your life, and you're coming to terms with the fact that I have to make a different decision. And the only decision that I could make that's different is I have to start living for me. Okay? I have to start living for me. I have to do what's right for me. Compliments from an admirer. Unexpected expense. Somebody may be paying for. Okay, I can't. Enthusiasm in reverse. You may not be excited about this, but I do kind of feel like there's something that, like, obviously there's something that you're not excited about, but it's like somebody that likes you offers to pay or offers to help or offers to fix it. I can't make this up. It's like I'm psychic a little bit. It says companionship. listen, for some of you, with enthusiasm in reverse and companionship upright, make sure that you're being honest with people about your intention. Because with compliments from an admirer, unexpected expense, it's giving. I really don't like this person, but if they are going to pay for these tires that I need, I guess I can go on a date with them. But you know that this person likes you. This is you giving them hope. Enthusiasm. I'm not excited to go on this date with them. But they're paying for these tires, so I think I'm going to let them take me. Unexpected expense. Charity. Impulsiveness. Look, I cannot make this up. Just be careful, okay? Because you may end up regretting your decision. Somebody could impulsively be like, hey, you know, I know somebody, you know, where I get a so-and-so discount, you know, if you want, you know, I can go half on the tires and let you use my discount. And you're just like, okay. And then a couple of days, you know, later or so, they're like, hey, can I take you out or something? And then you feel like, you know, you have to. With spiritual block, need to ground, just make sure that you're being honest, because otherwise you're going to end up blocking your own blessings. Okay. Spiritual block. Endurance. Originality. Listen, you're not the first person to do it. You're not the last, but you know what the right thing is to do, and just make sure that you can sleep at night. Whatever your decision is or however you go about it, I'm not telling you don't go. I'm not telling you to be like, no, I am an aligned person who meditates every day. I'm a good soul. I cannot accept it. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just telling you, you do what is in the merits between you, God, your conscience, whoever you believe in. You just make sure that you can sleep at night. Otherwise, with spiritual block here, you're going to end up blocking your blessings. You're not the first person to be in this position. You're not the last. Okay. Because, and I say that because it is giving the type of energy that's how you may feel. The vibe I got was kind of like somebody trying to justify their actions by like, well, how many people can say that? Lots of them. There's lots of people that can say they've been in this position. Your position is not unique, even though it's unique to you. Okay. That's still not an excuse to not do the right thing. And I'm not telling you that there is a wrong or there is a right. All I'm telling you that there is my soul feels weird about this, and I can sleep fine at night because I feel like I handled that the right way. So whatever that looks like for you, just make sure you're handling this in a way to where you can sleep at night. That's it. That's all. All right. Y'all let me know if these messages resonated for you. All right. I love you guys tons, and I'll see you guys in the next one.